Welcome to Rainier. You know what? Wow, I turn around. How you doing? Hey, James. Let's bring one of. I'll grab it. Let's bring one of these in. I got it. All right. You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.World. It's our planning for a community radio space. James, are we ready on Facebook as well? All right. So if you're listening to us, you can also catch the stream on our Facebook page at RainierAvenueRadio.World on Facebook. And you can see what's going on here. We're celebrating our 1-year anniversary. And we're also having a planning for community radio space meeting for the community to come down. Yes, you're invited. It's an informational meeting to learn more about our project. What is our project? We're going to tell you about it. We are building out. Oh, I'm not going to compete with that. So we are right here on Rainier Avenue. We love that about our place being right here. But we're building out the second floor of the Royal Esquire Club. You'll be able to learn about proposed components of the project. There'll be a discussion about the potential uses. Aura is here, the architectural firm. Okay. I should move over here. All right, I get to join the cool guys. All right. So, yes, you'll receive a presentation by Aura, the architects who are doing the design and right now the feasibility studies about what we're going to be able to do at our building. So we want you to be here to tell us what you would like to see in what we are doing. We're going to tell you how to get involved. There's food, ton of it. And as you can see, there's entertainment. And we've got a special surprise for you as well. A little later, Josephine Howell is going to be performing. Yes, Josephine Howell is going to be performing. So we have a room full of Rainier Avenue Radio.World personalities, all of whom are capable of taking this microphone. So about 6:30-ish, we're going to have the presentation start. About 7:15 or so, we're going to start celebrating our birthday. So you can join us. Also, be aware that this is the start of the early registration for Give Big, and we're going to be asking you to participate because we're participating in Give Big this year at RainierAvenueRadio.World. And if you want to get in and be an early bird participant, I'll have Karen explain to you how you can do that. So for now, I see a number of, we've got a ton of radio hosts in here. Will someone come take the mic from me? I see Robin over there. Robin, do you want to come grab the microphone? And we've got Big Poppy. Oh, where's Big Poppy at? He was just here just a second ago. Oh, he's opening wine. Some of the folks that you have heard on Rainier Avenue Radio, a bunch of us are here today. And so I'm going to go check some things out and get some other things going. And there's KC Diva as well. So I'm going to hand the microphone to y'all. Why don't you bring some of our other, and this Bunker. Bunker's here, Resistencia. I know, and Doreen is here as well. D is in the house as well. Oh, there's just a ton of radio personalities here. So y'all have some fun. Introduce our radio person. And Cindy Bright's here. Daniel Bellis, D Money here as well. There's enough people to handle this microphone here.
Right on, because you know we're here because we love microphones. Ain't that right, party people? All right, welcome to our station, Rainier Avenue Radio.World. And we are so happy to be here tonight celebrating our 1-year anniversary. Cheers. Cheers, everybody. I am Robin Neal, also known as Princess Robin. Very happy to be here and a part of this station. I had the glorious occasion to meet the folks from Rainier Avenue Radio over the summer, and it was an instant bond, and I'm just a happy camper to be a part of this community. Met my girl here, KC Diva, and we started doing Living It Up with the dynamic duo, Princess Robin.
KC Diva.
That's right, and had some opportunities to do community spotlight and some live broadcasts, kind of like tonight. And there's never a dull moment here at Rainier Avenue Radio. Ain't that right, Casey Diva?
Never, ever a dull moment. We're trying to make sure we get in the camera. Our producer, see, James is always producing behind the scenes. Shout out to the producers who keep us looking good and sounding good on the air. James, D-Money. I'm Casey Diva, partner in crime with Princess Robin here, living it up with the dynamic duo. I also have another show called Northwest Connection with Casey Diva. Wednesday nights, it's a live show. I have musicians on, artists, poets. You know it. You name it. They're on the show. 6 p.m. That's right. And yeah, I mean, I met Robin last summer, so a year ago. We met during the parade. I don't know if you remember the parade that goes up and down here during the summer every year. We met doing that, and then we kind of accidentally ended up co-hosting at the Big Day of Play, Rainier Playfield. And well, hey, here we are. And the rest is history. So,
and we want to give a shout out to our boy Teray. Teray, who is not here this evening, but he is the producer of Living It Up with the dynamic duo. And we like to give him a shout out whenever he says something. It's always crucial. And so Teray speaks. We're trying to get him to do something with that. But he also produces in for the Masvita show Sports. What's the name of it? Sports Weekly. Seattle Sports Weekly. And I know it was on today, I think at noon. So anyway, just wanted to give you a little bit of history about some of our shows, but there are so many hosts here right now, and I'd like to give somebody else an opportunity to talk about their show.
Hello, beautiful people. Woo! Oh, Alex, sorry about that. My name is Cliff Cawthon. If you recognize this voice, you probably listen to Politics Off the Cuff with your friendly neighborhood agitator. That would be me. Anyway, we are a bi-weekly, soon, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get back to a weekly political commentary, interview, analysis show where we bring activists, we bring decision makers, we bring movers and shakers here to Rainier Avenue Radio. You can catch us on RainierAvenueRadio.World. We're proud to be here at Rainier Avenue Radio in order to at least shine some light on politics and the people that think they run our community, but we remind them who really runs the community. You feel me? All right. And besides that, it is way too beautiful out here for me to be hogging the mic. So I should probably give this to one of my... Oh, hey, wait. Oh, hold on. D-Money, a.k.a. by evening, or at least by Fridays at, 1 or 6:30, whenever we can record. DJ Righteousness, give it up! All right. Anyway, DJ, or should we give it over to our amazing hostess?
Okay, self-proclaimed hostess. I will formally call D-Money up to the microphone to talk about his shows. I think he didn't catch the subtle hint, so.
I'm a male, so I'm not good at subtlety. Directness works with me. But hey, I host a hip-hop show every Wednesday night on the station. Wednesday nights, 9 to 11 p.m. It is a hip-hop show. All new music is what I focus on. Bring in guests, local artists from the community, interview with them, and also oh, I want to move here. Okay. Oh, no, move. Oh, yeah, so our cameras see me. Okay. Wednesday nights, 9 to 11 p.m. I'm live every Wednesday night playing new hip-hop for you. I bring in local guests. I have a co-host, Evan B. Culture, and we also talk about all the things going on in the hip-hop world and let the local artists get their play their music. We play national artists. We play international artists. We play all the artists. And what's up, Quebeco? And I also produce for the station, help out some of our hosts do their things, as well as I'm the news director here. I publish a couple news updates, let you know about what's going on local, very much heavy on the local news. Every time in between your shows, you can hear about what's going on in your community, and I will let you know with those news updates. All right, we're going to hand it back to Robin.
Sure. Thank you, Daniel D. Money. Fresh juice. I want to say that Casey Diva has a roundtable once a month, and she brings a lot of different hosts on her shows, and we have a really good time talking about a lot of topics. And yesterday I had the pleasure of being beat by Daniel D. Money on Apples to Apples on Air. So yeah, that was him. If you were listening, I see Cindy Bright. Come tell us about Heartbeat, Cindy.
Thank you for that. Oh, hi, everybody. I was not expecting to be on the mic tonight. Darn it, I'd have had more wine before I got up here. Can you not hear? Is this better? All right. So I'm Cindy Bright. I have a show. My show is called Heartbeat. And I call it Heartbeat because I say that it is a heart condition that's affecting women and people of color in corporate America. And so I spent 32 years in corporate America as an HR executive, and I decided that I was going to be on the outside trying to knock down some walls for us. I'm getting ready to announce a run for public office on the platform of equity. And so I'm looking to game change for everybody in this community and start helping to accelerate us in business. And so that's my story, and I do it every Monday. I record on Monday nights. It airs several times a week. I think several times, 3 or 4 times a week, right? So that's my story. That's what I do. Please tune in and pass it on to people and have them pay attention to it. And then when you see my ad come out in the next week, it's votecindybright.com, okay? All right.
Okay, so I just want to make sure everybody knows to check the schedule for all of these amazing shows on our website, www.RainierAvenueRadio.World. And you can see each week what the schedule is going to bring you. There are so many amazing shows, such a variety. And you can catch us also on the TuneIn app, and it's free. So you're not just tied to your computer to listen to us. So let's keep it moving. I see some other hosts, and you know, one thing that's great is we're such a large community. This is one of our few occasions where we're all getting together and meeting for the first time. So we got Poppy, Big Poppy, Jazz. That's right.
I'm Kevin Callahan. I'm the host of Jazz from the Cabinets with Big Poppy. So my jazz show is very eclectic. I play jazz from the early part of the jazz history, from the early Louis Armstrong through the big band era into bebop, into contemporary, and into the latest jazz that I can cull from other radio shows and CDs that I buy, and from my vast collection of jazz in the cabinets. I want to thank Daniel and Tony for the opportunity to have a radio show. Nothing better than being a jazz host and having a jazz duo behind me here. So I'm gonna pass it on to somebody else. Thank you, everybody. Happy anniversary, birthday, radio. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Thank you, Big Poppy. Okay. I know that some people are filming things with their cameras, but there's some folks I want to have come up that I know they have some amazing shows. KZ, do you want to come up and talk about Mojam Mondays? Woohoo!
All right. But musicians, how appropriate. I'm KZ, or Karen Zam, and I support the radio station with communications, but I also now have grown into being a show host. So every Monday from 10 to 11 p.m. PST, you can catch some of the coolest live improv music around at the largest jam called Mojam Mondays, held at Nectar Lounge in Fremont. So tune in 10 to 11 p.m. I'm one of the co-hosts, along with Mo Gilkison, the founder of Mojam Mondays, and Davey Nepos. And every other week we are live. So what you get is what you get. It's the beauty of live radio. And every other week we put together a best of featuring local Seattle bands that have played on our stage in the past. And that is Mojam Mondays. Can I get a hand for that? All right, Bunker, have you come and talked to people yet? Let's bring up another show host. All right, and here is Bunker.
Hey. Well, first of all, my show is Resistencia. It's a show in Spanish. It's rock and more, so I play a little bit of ska. We have a little bit of cumbia. There's a little cumbia now. I can help you with that. And we play a little bit of a fusion of rock and more, starting from here to La Patagonia, you know, over there in Chile and Argentina, and we end up in a little bit of Spain. So I tried to give all this mix of flavors, you know, and these influences that we have in Spanish. And I tried to take out the concept like, oh, you're just hearing like mariachis or norteña music or this type of music. No, I tried to give something different to the community, and still a little bit of 5 minutes always to give a message to everybody, right? So yeah, thank you for opening the doors for me, and yeah, I'm blessed to be here. That's it. Who's next?
Oh, you come up. I was just gonna call some people out, but you got it.
Hi there.
Yeah, it's hard not to. Oh, don't stop. It's hard not to move when you're doing that. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Mac McGregor. I'm the host of the You Can Make a Difference show. And what I do on my show is I highlight people in the community that are making a difference in and for our community. So if you know of someone that I should interview, send me a message. Somebody's doing great work or a nonprofit or organization, I'll put them on the show and we will highlight good news. Everybody like good news for a change? All right. Thank you. Thanks for being here. We love Rainier Avenue Radio, don't we? Yes. All right. Who's next? Mark. That's accurate.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mark Bryan. I'm the host of the Fitness Corner. I'm the fitness guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And my show is all about giving fitness tips and making sure everyone stays fit and healthy and informed on all of the different exercises they do in and out of the health club safely. That's what my show is about. I do it every Friday and it comes on weekly. Check the schedule for that. But it's called Fitness Corner. I am the man. So there you go. Continue to tune in to Rainier Avenue Radio. It's awesome. And all of the hosts here, awesome job. Thank you very much. I'm out.
Yes, John Yasutaki just walked into the room, and we need to hear about Seattle Here and Now.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the ships at sea, as Walter Winchell used to say. All right. Oh, I got to be in front of the camera. Okay. All right. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Robin. Well, anyways, I have a show called Seattle Here and Now, and we record every Wednesday. And I've been covering some topics. The last few topics we've been doing is domestic violence, one of the issues that is pertinent in our community, also human trafficking. I'm also dealing with the issue of race in America on a series of programs about racism. Upcoming shows will be dealing with hate groups and hate crimes. Since that's my background, I work for DOJ and work with one of the shows that we also did is immigration. That's going to be a continuing discussion, immigration in DACA. And I had Stella Ortega, Dan Gander, and Sarah Wang from organization Chinese Americans. Stella's from El Centro de la Raza. So in spite of all of the discussion about immigration in DACA, our Congress and our national government is very slow to react and act on it, yet they're still arresting people. A couple of weeks ago, I think it was something like 200 plus people were arrested in San Diego alone. So one of the things that we think is important to do is broadcast the issues as we take them straight on. We don't present a pro or con. We just invite people to come and talk about the subject. We place a very high value in being neutral, but presenting the information and as factually as we can. So if you have a chance to listen in, again, future programs, I'll be dealing with business development, gentrification. I'll be dealing with police community relations. And so those are the kinds of things that I'll be doing, and a continuing discussion on immigration, continuing discussion with the human trafficking and domestic violence. So Seattle Here and Now, take opportunity to listen in, dial in, and again, I appreciate your listenership, and we'll continue. And please feel free to contact us and me regarding subjects and topics that you may want to present or you would like to discuss on online or on the air. So thank you, everyone.
Actually, I think Tanayasu, our story time host, loved this show.
Thank you. Greetings. Happy birthday, RainierAvenueRadio.World. Woo-hoo! Can I get a whoop whoop? Whoop whoop? Whoop whoop? Whoop whoop? I'm Auntie Tana, and yes, I do. I have a children's show that comes on Saturday mornings, and I get to tell stories, and I invite the community members to come out and bring their favorite story that they want to read, and we read stories to the kids, which is one of the most vital and important parts of the community, right? Where would we be without the kids, right? And many of the people that come and participate, they say how much they enjoy reading the story. Like they probably hadn't picked up a children's book in how many decades, and they get that book and they start reading it and they do voiceovers, and end up having so much fun with it that, you know, it's just a blast. So I just want to invite and extend this invitation moving forward. If there's a story that that you might want to come and tell to the children, contact the station, come on in, we'll get you in, we'll record you, and we will allow you to contribute to this awesome show, helping to read to the kids and just make them part of the situation as well. All right, so, and thank you all so much for your support.
Wait, I gotta put one plug in. If you can get to the archives, check out Storytime, the Christmas edition, where a lot of these folks were on. It was the most amazing Christmas story ever. So much worth your time. James Street, come tell us about your shows. Plural.
Plural, yeah, shows. Well, if anybody was listening right before this started and went down, right now I'm hosting our traffic jam Monday through Friday, 4 to 6. We're bringing in all sorts of DJs. It's been a really fun time. I've been doing it for 6 or 7 months now on that show and just now hosting it. So it's a really fun time every weekday, 4 to 6. But as far as my own thing goes, a little bit more nuanced is my midnight show that is live on Tuesday nights at midnight. And it's not for the faint of heart. It's something that's a place for the people who are fans of the paranormal, the spectral, and the more strange, I guess. As well as it's full of experimental music. I'll do live beat sets, bring friends on to help me make music on air, and just ask all sorts of weird questions. So it's if you're up at midnight, it replays a lot of nights at midnight throughout the week because it's the only show that late. So check it out if you get a chance. It's I love doing it, and it's great. So all right, who's next?
So Mondo, for those of you who are just joining us, we are celebrating our 1-year birthday, our anniversary at RainierAvenueRadio.World. Celebrate, woohoo! And you're meeting the hosts of our shows, and with us right now is Mondo of Mondo's World. Tell us about your show.
Oh, well, it's just about trying to help out those that might be having trouble with, I don't know, parking tickets, or just anything in general, politics. I'm just trying to motivate people to do something, to talk to the Congress, talk to the city, talk to whatever problems you're having. I'm trying to motivate them to fix things for themselves. So that's basically what it is. Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Mondo. And we've got the hosts. We've got the hosts of NYC in the house. Holla.
All right. Oye, ¿cómo vas? Listening to the beats. Buena mi gente. Aquí estamos. This is NYC Will Sanchez with Juan Cotto. We're talking sports from coast to coast. I'm representing the East Coast, New York, and we have our West Coaster, our man from Seattle, Juan Cotto. Juan, say what's up with this incredible, spectacular anniversary here at Rainier Avenue Radio.World.
Thank you, Will Sanchez. First of all, we want to congratulate Tony B and the crew at RainierAvenueRadio.World for finishing off your first year. Congratulations. And I've already got it in my calendar to be here next year for year number 2 and 10 years from now for a decade. So we're looking forward to it. Second of all, we talk sports, but we talk a little bit more. We look at the pros, we look at the college. We also come down to the high school ranks and look at some of the newsmakers, some of the coaches, some of the athletes that are doing things in our very own community. And that's the thing that really makes our show, I think, just a little bit more exciting.
You know, and to piggyback on that, we do love to talk about the community radio. You know, we have administrators coming in talking about the high school area and the politics of it and what's good for the parents, the students. So it's a show that we can all talk about and learn something from. We're going to have U-Power coming in talking about how health and education benefits the youth coming up. They do a lot of great work in juvenile detention and how their health and being physical and exercise is promoting a sturdier, better life for them. So we talk about many of things. I know tonight the NFL draft is going on. So, you know, we'll talk about the draft and we'll talk about the community. So we're here to give it a little bit of spin on all the topics relating to everything that's about NYC.
And if you didn't catch it last week, NYC became the official voice of Seattle Metro League Baseball. And the Battery, Will and I, called our first game. It was Franklin against Seattle Prep. Then the very next day, we got an opportunity to call working with Coach Yasutaki, we called the Seattle, it was Franklin versus Cleveland, which is a really exciting ball game. Then we did Let's Play Ball, which was a fundraiser with Bridge of Promise, which was a fascinating motivational day on Saturday to see these young people in their early 20s who are severely, they have disabilities from autism, and their families were so grateful for us to sit and work with those. And the baseball players from Seattle Prep did a fantastic job of giving them a very, very special experience on Saturday out at Inner Lake in Bellevue. And then we're just waiting for the playoffs to get started so we can call some more baseball, and we're looking forward to that. And once again, the young lady that talked about telling stories, we really learned that there's some fascinating stories with our inner city high school students who are playing baseball. We have some honor students. We have some kids that are really making an impact in the community, and it was really exciting to get a chance to tell those in the guise of a baseball game.
Thanks, guys. It's nice to meet you. I feel like I should have brought my autograph book so I could get all the autographs of these amazing stars here at www.RainierAvenueRadio.World. Now, I would like to next call up to the mic Sage Prince. Sage Prince, come tell us about Just My Opinion.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sage Prince. I'm the host of Just My Opinion, which is a music program here on RainierAvenueRadio.World, focused on hip-hop and R&B, but it's delivered in what I call an organic free-range music mix, which means I get to play whatever other style of music mixed in that I choose. Within there's also a submix, which I call Music Mix Alchemy, where I can pick a period, an era, or a genre and focus on it for 3 or 4 songs. On top of that, I'm also a teacher for the CADMA program, which is the Creative Arts Digital Media Academy, which is here with RainierAvenueRadio.World, where we teach people how to be on the air. It's focused in journalism. You hear all this talk about fake news. We have the solution to it. It's very simple, and we teach you that. We also teach photography, video, documentary filmmaking. We've done programming. We've taught from 5th grade up to senior adults. So that's the CADMA program, and Just My Opinion. Thank you.
Okay. Kamiko Thomas is up next. Kamiko, come tell us. And then I think we better get Paul Schneiderman up too.
Hey everybody. How you doing? Happy anniversary, Rainier Avenue Radio. Right on, right on, right on. Just a really quick story now. I never thought about doing radio, like hosting radio at all. I got this impromptu call, this sudden call one day from Daniel, who wanted me to interview a local artist named Lynn DeBeal. And that's kind of what got it started. I mean, I was like so nervous doing the prep and all that good stuff, but it came out so well and I kind of got hooked. And I think I did maybe 7 more shows after that. It's an amazing experience because you get to learn. That's the first thing. And then after that, you get to share what you learn from others. And it's such a wonderful experience to have someone say, man, I caught your show and I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't heard that. And I didn't know about this and I didn't know about that. So that's really what the spirit of community radio is about. And I am very, very, very honored to be a part of the Rainier Avenue Radio family. So thank you. I'm Kameko Thomas, and I'm one of the hosts of Community Spotlight. All right.
I'm Paul Schneiderman. I'm hosting a show called, this guy over here, this way. I have to look at the camera. I have to be in the camera like this. I have to look at the camera, literally? Oh, get over here. Okay, all right. I was a little confused. I'll make this brief. But my name is Paul Schneiderman, and I work as an attorney in Seattle, and I'm hosting the show Sports and Stuff. And I want to thank Tony Benton for recruiting me in late 2016 to host a radio show. And it's just been a wonderful experience. I want to thank Daniel Billis and Rick Dupree, the sports programming director, James Gerry. I mean, so many people to thank. But I've done 20 shows now, and we're trying to hit more. We're trying to hit more on the policy, business, legal side of sports. We do some game day talk, but we're trying to get different types of sports voices that maybe regular sports radio doesn't hit on as much. We've had some great guests, and it's just been a blast doing this. And is a middle-aged attorney. I feel revitalized doing it. It's been great. So, but thanks, Tony, everybody.
Thank you, Paul. I want to just give, I want to make sure everybody notices how much variety we have on Rainier Avenue Radio. There is something for everybody. There's talk, there's music, there's sports. I want to give a shout out to Granville and Pepe for Lidline Sports. They're not here this evening, but that's another one of our sports shows. And by the way, did you catch us when we were covering high school basketball, high school football this year? Even I got out there and did high school football, y'all, with Edwin Bailey and Rick Dupree. It was a really good experience. And you know, it occurred to me, I didn't tell you about what living it up with a dynamic duo is. So real quick, every other week, Princess Robin and Casey Diva, who you met earlier, we go out and do things in the Seattle area. We might go to a function. We might check out a restaurant. We might go to a movie. We might just be talking about something we saw on TV, but we're always having a great time doing it and living it up and talking about it with you every other week. And don't forget to check our schedule, www.RainierAvenueRadio.World, not just for the schedule, but you can read more about all these fabulous hosts and what our backgrounds are. You can also see what else we've got going on in the community. We have been a part of a number of things. El Centro de la Raza, we went to that gala. We did, was it the mayoral debates? In the summer, we had summer sessions, right? Live artists came to our station. And tonight we're here doing a live event at our temporary location, which we love, but we're also going to be talking about where we're moving to, right? So I'm going to bring Tony Benton up. Tony B, my hero, my mentor. Come on up, Tony B.
Thank you, Princess Robin, Rob. So you've had a chance to put a visual, aside from a picture, with some of the folks you listen to on Rainier Avenue Radio. This is what we do. Again, this is simply a reflection of what's in our community. This wasn't intentional. This wasn't let's make it look like this. This was simply who in Rainier wants to be on the radio. And this is the diverse community that we live in and that we represent and that we're proud to bring to you. So